It has to do, I think, with possibly now. I am full of theories which are based on a very liquid foundation because I used to be a drinker. But the culture before St. Patrick came, there were 6 invasions of Ireland, and I can't think of who they were. They were tribes, Tuatha De Danann and the Miletians and the Celts, and they brought their languages with them, and somehow or other then melded into whatever was there then. And then the Celts came, bringing their language with them. Then St. Patrick came, bringing Latin with him. Then there was the invasions, the constant invasions of the Vikings, bringing the Norse languages with them. Then Henry II sent over these Normans, bringing French language in there, and then the English themselves came, bringing English. So here are all these languages, and instead of the Irish learning their language, they all learned whatever was been spoken there. So consequently, there's a huge availability of words. And because we had nothing else to do, and I'm speaking we because we were poverty-stricken, we relied totally on the word. And biblically, the word is, in the Bible it says, in the beginning was the word. And I'm not a religious man at all, but if the Bible says, yeah, I agree with that part of it anyway, and the word is a sound of some sort, and that's where the energy comes from, so I like that. So the Irish, because they had nothing else to do, they used language and glorious terms. And when an Englishman speaks well, for example now, and this is another way of putting us down, they say he's eloquent. You say, oh, eloquent chap there. Blah, 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 blah. Irish person speaks well, they say, you have the gift of the gab, and you kiss the blarney stone. You see, always putting us down. Now, if you look up the word gab in the dictionary, a word of its insignificant importance of no substance. That's what gab is. If that's a gift, they can shove it up their armpit as far as I'm concerned, because I certainly don't want it. So we then, listening to people, talking, telling stories, and everything has to be a story. Every experience. Coming here today is an experience. And you can make a story just about out of anything. And it has nothing to do with the harshness of a formal education, which I don't have, because I failed everything in school. I left when I was 13 because I had no comprehension of what the hell they were talking about up there at the blackboard. It was all, I must have that ADD thing. But listening to people, I said, that's wonderful to be able to tell a story. And somebody once said that the Irish derive the greatest benefits from the English language. They court it like a beautiful woman. They make it bray with donkey laughter. They fling it at the sky like paint pots full of rainbow colours. Then they make it chant a dirge of man's fate, of man's follies, like a soft rain falling o'er the barren earth. They have paid the oppressor the supreme compliment of taking his language and turning it to sorcery. I say, yeah, that's what we do with it. That's the one thing the English left us, and I love it. Never clean a window with a soft-boiled egg. Do I have a favorite Irish proverb? Well, speaking of, well, a saying that I like is, when they talk about saints and St. Patrick and all that, I have no time for that kind of thing. But to me, a saint is a severely edited sinner. That's what I think. Well, actually, limericks don't come from Limerick, but it comes from that between the verses when they used to have those competitions, that they would put in the refrain, follow me up, follow me up, follow me up to Limerick town, you know. There was a young lady from Thrace whose corsets were too tight to lace. Her mother said, Nelly, there's more in your belly than ever went in through your face.